Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to hop into the main series of MyGM, the fallout of Night of Champions. And for the second straight PLE, this time was more so by accident than anything else. But we are going to be hopping in with a trade session to kick us off. So I, of course, Cody, hello, hi, I'm ready to trade. But I've got the two gentlemen here with me today as well. Hello, Cheek.
Hello, I see you have a reward ready in the top right of your screen. And if you're watching this video, your reward is ready, and that is watching great content.
Preach to it. We've also got Canada.
Yes, sir. Also ready for great content.
Hell yeah, and if you're ready for great content today and all your days in the future, make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you have not, Canada going to be the one to lead off our trade session here. So
all right, let's see. Let's see what we can and cannot trade so far. For trading wise, we got some options. We got some injuries, of course. I think these are the people. Oh no, Stephanie got just big time injured.
Big time.
Take a look. I think I want to take. I got a lot of things open.
Hey, yo.
At this point, hey yo, but not my legs.
Oh, damn. He always plays so hard to get.
Yeah, hell yeah, brother. I'm gonna maybe see. I'm gonna look at something like a little Andre Chase. He's kind of grumpy. He's only got 40 pop. He hasn't been able to find Chase U over on NXT. Maybe he's got luck on another brand. Maybe NXT 2.0. Let's take a look.
Ooh.
Now, I feel like most of he's got a grumpy Bronson Reed. And of course, he comes with a little bit of bonus. I mean, he must have better mic skill somehow, I'm assuming, because the ring experience is down. And he has 5 more popularity, but we can always work that over. Because they're both 100 stamina, they both basically, I'm just going to come right in, snuggle up right close to Cody for the exact value. Ooh. If that my math is right. Should be. It might actually be $1,000 off. I'm not sure. But my brain's not braining today, which is probably not the best for my everything. But here's my trade. Andre Chase for Bronson Reed and $11,900.
So I'm going to take a gander here. Superstar info. So let's see. It's 3 promo skill. I feel like Andre's got to be around the same. Yeah, 3. I really don't know why his is so much higher.
This is Bronson Reed.
Bronson Reed, baby.
Maybe specialists are
just not
valued a little less.
I don't dislike this offer, but I was potentially cooking a deal where I was going to use Bronson Reed. So I'm going to decline for now, but I might end up swinging back with this offer during my turn.
Hell yeah. Trade declined. Okay, erase all that. Let's take a look at, let's say somebody like, Ridge Holland's been putting in work. We got the ladies. Ivy Nile, she's been putting in a lot of work on this brand. Let me take a quick look at her. Maybe I can throw her in a trade with. I know she just feuded with Jada Parker, and Jada Parker is our champion. Maxine Dupree's out for a while. What if I take a look at Cheek's roster? I know ladies aren't his forte, but maybe I can take a lady away and put a lady back in.
Oh. You put your right hand in, you put your left.
We're on the same wavelength there, brother.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna be a little bit harder with your roster because I'm really the only person that really looks like they work. If I want a lady back, which I do, would be Bailey. So instead, let me see if I can pry. Let me see if I can do a little prying. Let me see if I can do a little prying.
You're gonna be doing a little crying.
Oh no, I don't like crying.
No. Tears of joy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let's say. You know what? I'll just throw in 50,000. I actually don't even know if this is the best move. I just want Kevin Owens back. And I'm not going to do it.
Oh,
I know.
want him real bad then.
I
apparently.
do, but like at the same time, I need my ladies. So I'm going to circle quickly around NXT Mutiny. Oh, almost froze there for a second, but we're going to see what we could do here on Mutiny. Julia, pretty pissed off. So let me go take a quick look at Julia. And maybe I can kind of slide in Ivy Nile. Ivy Nile is going to be 15,000 less. Let's see if he'll work with me and this value. Of course, we might need to give him, let's go ahead and give him 15.5. Although she is grumpy, he might just be able to work with me here. But let's just give him 15.5. See if we can get Julia for Ivy Nile. And I saw the faces change. I knew he was going to shake my hand. Hell yeah, brother.
He's gonna shake my hand.
That's the last time Woods is going to shake my hand for this game. He's not going to be in 2K27. Let's see here. He's got a lot of people at 100 stamina. What is he doing, bro?
Not much.
Oh, no, dude. I would like to get... Oh, but Pat McAfee. If I can get both of those two, get Pat McAfee back on this brand, brother, where are we cooking? Let's see if I can do Austin Theory and I do Andre Chase, though. I could really work a little something. I need to basically make up 54,000 here. So let me go do a quick little ooh, Africa Slam is not a good option. Mainly because he has 3 weeks left, like all these guys do. Not sure if they're going to be sticking around. But we got a lot of guys here that we're not utilizing. So, like, if I took somebody like Andre Chase, he can even keep Pat McAfee. No, he can't. He's got to give me... Let's just say because he's got a level 1 feud. So let's see if he's down to do... If we added in 50K, we're 20K off. About... Whatever.
A boot.
So let's do 60K and see if he's interested in this offer. Unfortunately, one half our tag champ's gonna go bye-bye. But I think it just needs to happen if he wants to do it.
Yes!
Okay. And you know what? I think for me, I'm having a lot of trade anxieties. And I've gotten rid of a lot of guys with 100 stamina, low popularity. We're trying to move that around and see if they can get a shot on another brand. But I think for now, I'm gonna take a quick look at Cheek's roster. He's got some good
bangers.
Got some bangers. But I do think you obviously need your ladies too, so it'd have to be a fair trade, which I tried to cook up.
Can't fleece me.
He's like, I don't want to trade you when it's fair.
I know.
I know. I only want it to be unfair. Jeez, Berta though. And cash suplex. I'll try one thing here. We're gonna go rock bottom prices. We're gonna go contract negotiate. And we're gonna go Grayson Waller. Now basically you're getting a little bit of value there for what I see, but let's see if you see what I see.
Ooh. I see what you're trying to do. I think I'm gonna respectfully decline.
Okay. I had to try.
I don't. Yeah. Yep. My controller wasn't ready. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a huge lover of the rock bottom prices, but other than that, I'll go my ways.
Is that it for me? No, I got one more, but we're not going to use it. I'm going to clear this out just because I want to make sure it's fine. We're going to end trading right there.
All right, right over to me. So I want to peruse my own roster and see if there's anybody we can just move. So I want to see here if this bum, because Tongalo's out for 8 weeks. and I only have one contract sorry,
Had two.
a health spa. Yeah, health spa, or not health spas, but injury rehabs. I don't have any, so I can't really do much to bring him back, and he's already pissed, so he's not going to survive the 8 weeks with me. So I got to try to offload this bum. And
is he the one that got released in real life too? One of the Tongas did.
he's about to.
Yeah, he's skedaddled. Thomas stayed.
Tama.
Let's see if
Tonga.
what I can
Tamatanga.
do here. Pilfer. These stars. Okay. This roster sucks.
His roster's actually. He's got Yoshiki though.
Yoshiki.
Immortal.
Anybody worth a damn has a title. I think I'm just gonna go for Randy Orton.
Oh wow, he's gonna go big.
Big fishing. To what's the value? This says.
Might get to give us some money from him.
Yeah, I know. If
Free.
he'll do it.
Oh, he's gonna do it. Randy Orton's pissed.
So I can get rid of a guy that's for sure gonna hold me up with Tonga Tonga.
Tanga.
Dude, I don't know. I just want to see where we're at.
He
Okay.
said, "Fuck yeah,
we're
dude."
in. That's where we're
I
at.
have Randy Orton.
Randy
Randy Dussy.
All right, cool. I needed it, and Randy not only high ring XP, but he actually has 93 stamina. So
He just wasn't using Randy
No.
Orton.
Just be careful not to accidentally book Miles Bourne instead of him when you're doing your matches.
True.
dude, what are you talking about? Now I can book them together.
Tag team.
Together.
This is 4D chess, and I don't even know how to play chess. All right, so Triton's a little low morale. I'm just kidding. Let me look at this. Just putrid rosters. I see it. I see it. I see it. Let me just
That is
see
to
if there's
say, I saw it.
it's been synced.
Just trades Miles Bourne. Screw that guy.
Crazy.
Trade sessions are stressful. It's just, especially when it's top of the episode like this. Like, we aren't even got our seats warm yet.
Not even warm yet.
I know these trades at the beginning set the tone.
Oh man. Oh man. I didn't want to offer Canada. I'm just scared of getting rejected.
Never reject those eyes.
Well, in that case, let me see. He's probably gonna say no.
Take all
This
my
is
money.
reverse psychology.
There's no way he would agree.
Yeah, there's no way he'd want to trade Otis and Akira. Yeah, I could stand on. I'm gonna have to actually, I'm gonna have to actually offer you a fair trade.
Damn.
We're all struggling. Hopefully, I don't have to offer fair trades.
Actually.
Oh my.
I know his sweet little Canadian cheeks perked up a little bit. I have your
Actually?
attention now. What is this? This is so they're just under 300 thou.
Yeah.
Value. So I need to like 100,000 value. Good luck with this roster, am I right?
The power cards guy hanging on over
All
there.
right, I'll go through.
Oh, you got a lot of cards.
I do have a lot of cards. The patented. No,
That helps him get the title when he gets over there.
Got his ass.
dude, yeah. All right. We're talking
Mm-hmm.
I need something of substance, though. Something's got to hit. Something's got to stir within him.
Ooh, I need to be stirred up.
Bricked up. How much is special promotion? Oh, buddy.
That's that 100,000 you were looking for.
I think I still come away with the value edge, but he's getting the coveted Kevin Owens.
Coveted.
And his favorite personal power card, the fixed match, and just a banger. I feel like this one is a legit undervalued special promotion. Keep those fans. You be the judge if someone's getting fleeced here, folks, but I'm going to propose this. I think it's, to me, oh man. I don't even know if I would accept it. I don't even know if I would reject it. But you know what, folks? It's not my decision to make because it's Canada's. And I just got to see, do I want this tag unit of Akira and Otis? Otis just looks so cute.
Man. Established tag team is the issue here. And I think, how do I breathe? I can't look at the brand rosters. No. Can I look at mine from here? No, I can't. Yes.
You just got to go to an empty spot.
Yeah, my problem is I guess I could try to makeshift some tag teams together.
Look at him acting like I'm twisting his arm to give him Kevin Owens.
Arm is twisted. Ow.
I guess I could make it work.
It is pretty tough, but I think
in the special promotion, keep those fans.
I think I'm gonna say yes.
Yes, please. Yes. He said yes to the dress.
I'm doing it. You know what? He comes away with a little bit of that value there, but I guess I wasn't really utilizing Alpha Academy. So you know what? They can go with Chad Gable. Now you got the.
Oh man.
Do you still have Chadwick?
Yeah,
you do.
Yeah,
there he is.
He's down there. Wow. See, that was like a legit in the kitchen. We are cooking. So this is peak trade sessions. All right. Now, is there anything I want to offer to Cody?
The codes.
Just so he's not left out.
$1.
I think this is exhausted after that. That was so stressful.
You're going to have a cigarette after that.
I don't even know what I want to give you. I don't know. What am I willing to give up? I think anything. Can I fleece?
Just remember this next time you go to use your Stacy Keebler card. Remember what I sacrificed for you here.
Oh, dang. Look at that. Just doubled my value there, folks. That is how you win a trade. And if it meant I can't use my card on Cody, then so be it. Sorry, Canada. I should have offered you $2. All right. So there we go. I think that wraps up my trade session. I don't know what else there is to do for me. I get an awesome tag unit with Akira and Otis. I also get a big star with Randy Orton. And I do have to depart with one in Kevin Owens, but I think overall I'm happy with that. Get some fresh bodies in to give me some more depth, so we ride.
Ooh. All right, Mutiny making their offers. First one to me.
About to see the worst trades.
Do it.
Charlie Dempsey and Yoshika Inamura for 162K. It actually is super fair, but
honestly, not bad.
How do you say no?
Yeah, if I had
decent offer,
if I had more cash, I would actually take this, but this would put me at $17,000, so we're gonna decline.
That's a lot of cash you got.
But fair offer, Woodsy. I appreciate you.
Ooh.
Dang. How'd they give up Berto, though? Popularity is not bad for both. They're basically all even. Just lose a little of that ring XP.
Dropping that cash flow too in there.
Yeah, I know. I got to give up 65. I don't know if it's worth. It's really not like a bad deal. It's really just your preference. Like, would you rather have the cash and a level 10, or would you rather have a guy that's hurt with level 5 Dempsey? I mean, it gives me more depth, but I'm gonna keep the cash.
No.
Cash keeper.
Sorry, I was scared to press something.
We offered you a new one.
Less cash.
Oh, he took less cash. All right.
What a bitch.
He heard. All right, I think I'll do that. I think
Yeah, all right.
we can make this worth. And as Cody would say, I get Julius Creed, one half of the Creed brothers.
That's true. The Creed brother goes DC dub. All right, now he's after Canada.
Flex, y'all, and cash.
There you go. You gotta take it.
Yeah, I gotta take it.
Yeah, I guess I got to take it. I mean, it's a totally fair deal. No, I mean, obviously, offer's fair, but I just can't be giving up that cash. That's a lot of cash to give up.
Cash. For
Bring it down. If he gives you another one, I think he's got one more. If he gives me another one under 150, I'll accept.
He didn't like your tone.
No.
All right, so as I start my session here, I'll be honest. The trade I had in my head was to go get Randy Orton, Omos, and Pat McAfee, and so none of that's on the table anymore. So I gotta kind of pivot here, kind of make a decision here. So I'm gonna glance my roster to start, get an idea. But yeah, I was gonna work Gunther and Bronson Reed and try to get like a big combo deal back. Not that I can't still do that, but the combo I was going to chase for is now split on 2 different rosters. So I'm going to throw Gunther here for now. Losing a Giant will be tough, but his stamina's lower, and I'm thinking I could maybe take a popularity hit and gain a lot of stamina, things I could use. Becky would be pretty awesome.
That's awesome.
Could go for like a multi-person play.
Wish you could do 3-way trades. That'd be so sick.
That'd be nuts.
Because you could swing me Brutus Creed my way. You know what I'm saying?
One half of Creed brothers.
One half of the Creed brothers.
So I want to start here. Give a little glance.
I can't
And
say
then-
I'm going to have to offer you a fair trade.
You're just like, ah, man.
Damn it.
So if we went Immortal. Yeah, I just don't think.
His roster sucks, just say it.
No, there's stuff I like, but you guys literally traded for the 3 things I was gonna go for. So it threw me off because in my head I was gonna go Gunther because of his stamina, Bronson Reed because he's annoyed, and then go for, I mean, I can look. So Orton, wherever the hell he is, so 206, and then Omos is at 131. Pat McAfee's at basically 55. So I think I would have been within like 20,000, and then I was gonna figure out what to do. But now that those guys are on your rosters, obviously I could try to throw you guys offers for the stuff you just traded for, but I don't know if I would get anywhere. So genuinely, it was just like, it's like it's the NFL draft. You like got an idea of who you want to go for, and then they just get taken right before, and you're like, oh shit.
Hey, why Philly color? Yeah.
Oh, Philly just traded for you.
Hello?
This is Philly. They just traded for you. Philly's taking you right now.
You got to kind of like pivot on the fly. I like grabbing Becky, but then I feel like the men's roster takes a hit. And, I mean, Brutus Creed's up there, one half of the Creed brothers, and I could slide over to Cheek and bother him. Force a 3-team trade. Let me glance here. What's that Creed brother looking like? 163. there be anything I think I could slide of value? I'm not sure.
Value?
Value?
Gonna have to offer you a fair trade.
Yeah, that's what's tough.
Damn it.
Okay, I'm gonna pivot the start of my negotiations here. I am gonna make Cheek an offer.
Ooh.
So Cheek, you mentioned, at Night of Champions, for the viewers that are dialed in, you already know this. If you haven't been dialed in, shame on you. This is your opportunity to fix your sins. There was a big match at Night of Champions on ECW. It was a triple threat Hell in a Cell match for the tag titles, but more importantly, number one contenders to fight Joe Hendry and Triton. Now, there's ways to wiggle. Let me throw it up so I can see. There's ways to wiggle, but I just noticed I was scrolling through. Joe Hendry and Triton are currently in a feud with Pretty Deadly, but the War Raiders won the tag titles. So obviously there's ways to get around this. Could do a steel cage match. Could just do another triple threat feud. Could wait for the Joe Hendry Triton challenge for the tag titles. So I don't know where Cheek's head's at. But I'd be interested in Pretty Deadly or the War Raiders. And as I scrolled right there, War Raiders are more expensive. So in terms of trade value, so I'm gonna throw an offer for Kit Wilson and Elton Prince. And if you prefer the other one, you can just I'll still use my offer, to be fair. But if you prefer the other one, you can just tell me. I was gonna offer you Obafemi, but the stamina is not as good as Bronson Reed's. So I'm gonna offer Bronson Reed. He's got more value.
What's Oba's ring XP? I'm sorry.
Oba is level 8.
Okay.
And then Bronson's at level 11. More popularity, but less stamina, so you'd have to sit for a week. And then I'm off by like 15K. I'm not running the full math, but I'm running a little math. So I'll offer 12. And again, you might not have any issue with that tag feud existing. This is a bit of a blind offer, but this is my offer. Bronson Reed, max impact, 12K for the team of Pretty Deadly.
Dang, Pretty Deadly is pretty good. Been pretty good to me. I like the aspect of Bronson Reed, a level 11 at 100 stam. He's basically the same pop as Elton Prince. 12K cash is, 12K is nothing in general, but it helps balance out this trade value. Max Impact has more pop than both of them. The only thing with him is his ring XP, obviously, and his stamina is kind of low. But it does clear my Joe Hendry Triton feud. I think I can do something with Max Impact, so I'm actually going to venture down this road.
I hope you take good care of Max. He just sometimes shakes his tits at the worst possible moment, but
yes, sometimes.
He's a great starter in that. All right, cool. So that was a little pivot there, but not mad about it. Okay, so I'm going to swing back over to Mutiny. I'm also looking at Charlotte, but I lose a Giant. But I'm wondering if I can swing. This would be very chaotic swing. I don't know if I have the balls to swing like this, but I just want to see if I were to go like Becky, and then I could take Psycho Clown maybe, and the value is pretty close on this.
You are cooking.
Yeah, I know. This is ballsy. This is ballsy. I know. So Giants, obviously, they get some value because Giant Cruiser is the best matchup. There's not as many Giants out there, so I know I'm sacrificing a little bit of that. But we get a big stamina upgrade in the women's division, some ring XP. We get a lot of ring XP here and a little stamina. Is there a shitty little Giant? Because that was initially the reason I was intrigued by Omos, was he was a shitty little Giant. So I could do like Raquel. She's disgruntled. So I'm just going to round everything to make my math easier. So 220 plus 270 is going to be 490. Plus 90 is going to be 580. And I am offering 478. Do I have a power card? Ooh, veto random. I think a value that's 25. I think I'm going to offer this. And then I'll see if I'm super far away. I got to hit the drawing board again. Maybe he accepts it. I feel like I used a veto random in a trade with Woodsy previously. And I feel like it carried more than 25k in value when I did it. So we're gonna swing big here and see what happens. And we'll see where the bar's at. Okay, he declines. Okay, super far away. Okay. So that's fine. Let's clear this. Let's clear this. This is fairly close, but now I've got him pissed off. But I'm still drawn to it. So I'm going to throw the card back on. And I'm going to take a swing here. I'm literally just staring at where the bar is at to see if it shoots up a bunch. Boom. Okay, we got the deal. So I'm okay with that. Veto random can be great, cannot be great, and I still have one. Now we got Becky Lynch and Psycho Clown in here. Psycho Clown need a week of rest. Do I want... So I'm going to glance quick. I might ship off Obafemi still. I'm just looking at his because he's shitty at roster management, so there's a lot of angry people to pick from. So I'm going to see if I can piecemeal another chaotic one here. Do I have... I really don't want to get rid of any of these. I know they're lower in popularity, but I like this crop. So I might not be able to double it up here. Two attached. Let me glance the boys here.
Get glanced.
A little bit of glancy poo.
She can like getting
Glanced
glanced over.
Better than getting glazed over, I guess.
Hold on, let me glaze Canada real quick.
There you go.
Kevin Owens for Oba. Got him.
You get him laughing so much that he accidentally accepts the trade.
Oops, I tripped and fell on my controller. And hit accept.
Timber just sitting there.
I think he's about to fall over.
Oh.
What cards do you... they probably value the hell out of power cards. Let's see if I can get...
Like a little bit of cash back.
Yeah, let's just go here and see. My thinking here is we get a giant back in the women's division. Oba's going to have to rest a little bit. Ring XP is close. Declines. And it goes up quite a bit.
Whoa.
So I think I'm good there. So we'll call my session there.
Oh, buddy.
Ooh. Now
Here we
Canada
go.
gets the book. Road to Clash in Paris.
Clash in Paris. Here we go. Okay. Had it with... I have no idea why I signed this contract. 100K. That's not my plans. See ya if you're going to walk. Goodbye, Kiana James.
Damn.
She's out of here. She's been kind of grumpy. She was grumpy on your show as well, NXT 2.0. Julia comes over and she wants 2 weeks off. Let's give her 1 week off. We got PLE to prepare for. Come on. Show's been going great. She wants a bigger venue, but she's happy. I don't know if we can afford that, so I'm going to say no. We're not ready to do that right now. And she's going to go neutral. And he wants a match against Grayson Waller. We can do that. Boom. Okay, cruisers get 3 promo skill. Promos cost 75% less. Or when a superstar participates in a match, all participants lose less stamina. I think I'm gonna go steep discount. We're gonna go steep discount for all promos, getting less. We got Vito random superstar, something. Sheamus, we get squash match. Okay, we love that. So we're gonna try to get a squash match. Sheamus getting the week off, which he needs the week off anyways. So do a lot of people. This is gonna be the type of show. You know what? We're gonna put Carmen. It's not stale yet. We're gonna have to blow that off soon, probably at the go home. Stamina wise, I think, yeah, we're looking at all these leftover feuds we got that we're gonna have to kind of grow ourselves. I don't know if that's gonna be our main event, but we'll take a look at that. I think we're gonna need a tag match regardless, so let's get the Secret Hervis in, and they're gonna go up against, of course, Kiana James just left. Of course, that was gonna be Blake Monroe's tag partner, but I guess Blake Monroe is gonna be Thea Haled up, man. Blake Hale, there's no good Ye Hale there, but you know what? Maybe they're gonna make a good tag team. And then, speaking of tag teams, I think we got rid of Grayson Waller, so we're gonna need a new tag team to step up. Of course, we can't do Prunk.
Why not?
But we could do Ilya Dragunov. Oh, they just had a rivalry. Damn it. Can't do Prunk because Prunk's got 18 stamps.
Oh, okay. I was like, did they break up? I got scared.
No. Don't be silly. But I think what we can do... Ooh. Don't know what we can do. Because that is just ending. Miz is our new champion. Okay, we can do maybe like a JC Mateo. I don't have another Samoan. Maybe I can do Trick. Oh, they're both heels. God dang. Let's go Mello and put Pat McAfee in there. Make them team up together. Actually, he's got 54, so I do hate it. Oh, this is going to be a brutal show. I think we're just going to do something like a little Flex and Abracus Slam for the tag titles, since they are vacant. And then I think we're going to kick off the show with Trick and Ilya Dragunov. We're going to have to throw some stippies on everything. I'm thinking we do something like Extreme Rules here. Over down here. We might have to switch these two, actually. I think we'll go False Count Anywhere. We'll swap these two because this is a level 5 feud. Although these two have better... Yeah, I'm going to believe that the level 4 feud is going to do better than... It is 10 extra popularity on each superstar, though. That's a tough one. Let's see, we can't. We could afford that, but we can't. Taking a look over at power cards. Do I have anybody who's grumpy that I could fix immediately? We got Chelsea Green. We got Trick Williams. And I'm not going to worry about the jobbers. And Carmen's not too happy herself. But let's go ahead and give it one to Chelsea Green, I think. Yeah, let's do it. We're going to give one to Chelsea Green. Get her back to neutral. And... I think I'm okay with that. We're going to buy this contract negotiation. Okay, boom. Now when we're looking at our promos are way less, so I'm thinking we might have to invade. course, we don't have a lot of people to do invading right now. We'll try this. I think everybody... Wait, is it... How do you change the damn... Oh, it's Y. We're going to steal. Ooh, Kevin Owens. He's gonna go over to ECW. I should send him over to...
No. Whoa.
Do not
be.
No.
There's a special place in hell.
Actually, I gotta be careful because you can easily fire some people. So let me just... Don't fire me. Here we go. I think we can do some... Maybe we'll do some charity as well. Get some fans the normal way. And I think we're gonna do a call out. And did these guys start a feud? I don't even remember. No, they didn't. So we're gonna have the Hurricane call out Andre the Giant because the Hurricane didn't win. So we'll see what happens there. We got our contract negoti. I'm gonna have to believe in Trick to win this match. You got this, Trick, because he's the grumpy one. But I think other than our Falls Count Anywhere, we got our tag match, which I don't think is going to rate well, even though it's a title match. We're just going to get our titles over here. I think I'm going to lock this one in. Ooh. We'll do that. Yeah, I'm locking this one in. Here we go.
Get locked.
EC dub. EC dub. All right, Tony D'Angelo wants to take some personal time. 2 weeks. You know what? We'll do it. We'll get his morale built up a little bit, and we'll go from there. So, Axiom cannot believe I lost my title in the last show. Ooh. He wants Ivar and Eric. Nobody ever get a shot before me. We'll make it happen. We'll see. We'll see if I just lied to him. Oh, Grande Americano. Low Life Eric got a completely undeserved win against me last week. Now he also wants to fight.
Damn.
The War Raiders. Dude, everyone wants Eric.
Everyone wants a piece.
They'll get a piece of that ass. Look at these response. Okay. Man, I'm gonna piss him off. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna rearrange his face. This is gonna be interesting to navigate some of these promises. Mr. Iguana hasn't had any matches for a while. How about you let me fight Eric and Ivar? Don't have room for me in a match on the night's card. Yes, you can be on the night's card. Big baby. Freaking... I should say no to Yeska. Alright, there we go. Alright, beat the odds, keep him happy. Beat the odds is if 1 of 5 random superstars win at 4. I don't know about that. Keep them happy. Maximize somebody's morale or get the ladders. Free TLC and ladder matches, but we lose more stamina. I'm not a big fan of losing more stamina. Is there somebody who has a very low?
Joke's on you. This is one of the screens you can't sort by morale for some reason.
I don't think I have anyone too down in the dumps, though, to be honest. Definitely no one in the red, so... I don't think that one's really worth it either.
This one's just interesting because it's like you could earn $25K in a show, but you'd have to get lucky and you don't know who it is.
Man, these are kind of happy draws. I guess I'll do this since they're free and it'll increase my show quality, but not a big fan of the extra stamina drain, so it is what it is. And then, of course, with all those, if I rest my male champions who everyone wants to fight, Eric and Ivar, then we get a squash match. Gain an additional 3 XP. So, interesting. So, here we go. We only have 137,000, so don't know if there's any cards I want to use yet. But I'm gonna go ahead, start looking through this show. What do we got here? Americanos, Fraxium. I think triple threat tag is the highest we can go. We can't do 4-way tag, right?
You can fatal 4-way tag if you're wanting to towards the bottom.
Oh my goodness, like right over it. Anyways, so we're gonna get our champs in there because everyone wants to fight the champs. We're gonna get Joe Hendry and Triton in there because it is their time to shine. We're going to get the Americanos in there because, well, they want a chance. Greatness again, and then Fraxium's gonna get back in the ring again because he wants a chance. So this will get all of our promises knocked off. So get Joe Hendry and Triton the experience they need first time out, and they're gonna get drained a little bit more of the stamina though. So this will be an interesting play here because we got to do this ladder. Oh no, that sucks.
Hey, it's good thing it's not Turbo.
I know. That is the blessing.
And if you haven't been watching Turbo, if you want to see us stress out way more than we do in this series, make sure to check out the Turbo playlist.
Just need 1 second for all you beautiful people watching, wherever you are. We'll get this right back up. Boom, there we go. I'll leave it at that. All right, now we're moving on. Moving on. Hank and Tank. Where is Tank? Right there. We're going to get that going. We're going to get that rivalry juiced up all the way where it should be. Javon Evans led to pick Kaiser. We're going to get that rivalry going. Alright, now we got some options here. Randy Orton's a good guy.
Look at him.
I want to see Randy Orton. Bray Wyatt just sitting there. Randy Orton, we got Rusev. I want to see Randy Orton against the Battle of the Randys.
Randy.
Nerd! Randy!
I'm gonna have Randy change his role too. Which one? But anyway, so he's gonna switch. So he's gonna be Naughty Boy. And then down to it, I think I gotta get the ladies involved. Perhaps. Actually, I'm gonna have caption Hank. Because if Hank gets a win, that helps his morale a little bit. That'll make me happy. Man, level 3 feud. This can't lead off because Randy is not changed yet. I think we'll be good here. I'm gonna have this also get the boost of a ladder match. You know why? Because it's free, baby. Alright. So I think we're good with this. Let's get some promos going here. Let's get some promos going. I wonder if we can get... Does Rusev... I might bet he sucks on the mic. He does. Oh, we're going to bark up that tree then. He's a good heavy hitter. Penta... Gonna have him do... Let's have him do some charity. Gonna have... Oh yeah, Mr. Iguana wanted him, didn't they? We can sprinkle the Iguana. Well, let's sprinkle him into this feud right here.
Sprinkle, sprinkle.
Wrinkles are good. Alright, there we go. Wrapping up quickly, we will have training. And let's do have Triton do a self promo. Let's have him work on that popularity. Get our king to where he should be. So I think that's that. And then there is one thing I need to do so it goes away. I need to see Hank Walker's next perk. Let's have him go to the underground. He is not going to be doing many submission matches. So we're going to have underground match specialty. And I believe that is where we're going to leave it. One last look through here. Don't want to use it yet. Don't want to use it yet. I think we're good. Anybody I'm not using could go to the health spa. Get Bray Bray. Yeah. Let's get Bray Bray a rest. Is there anybody else? Cat Gable. Let's work on getting our truth back as well. So get them going. I think that is going to be it. We have... That's a pretty decent booking for Arizona. They don't really deserve this show, but they're going to get it. So there you go.
All right, then we head over to 2.0. Braun Breaker appreciates getting into the play. It meant a lot to him, want to do his part. Feels like he's on a roll. He is our most popular guy right now. Rhea Ripley, the show's been going great, but I think it's time we had a show in a bigger venue. Don't mean to tell you what to do. So the thing is, I don't think I can afford that in the next couple weeks, and she is smiling with teeth, so we're going to tell her that I don't think we're ready, and I'm just a scared little boy, which she's disappointed to hear that I'm a scared little boy. Tatum Paxley wants to be in a match with Stratton, which is fantastic because if I remember correctly, yeah, she's in a tag feud with them. So we'll make that happen, boss. That's such a good idea you came up with. Oh, but Femi wants 2 weeks off. That's fine. He was probably going to get 2 weeks anyway. Now we can raise his morale while doing it. All right, shake up, leg up game, 4 random power cards. It's going to be tough to pass up, but we'll see what we get here. Because we've also... Damn, this is going to be tough to pick.
Oh, shit.
Invader. Any superstar booked in an Invasion promo this week guaranteed to steal an additional 4K fans. And then we have leading pack. Select female or male superstar to gain type of popularity. Whenever superstars who share that gender gain popularity, it's increased by 20. This is a pretty good slab. I'm between the first two. Can I get... Okay, so I'm checking this literally for the financial side of it. Because like when Canada had this one previously, you're kind of dumb to not do 4 Invasion promos, so I had to make sure I can afford it. And I can, so I think I'm going to take the guarantee. It's so tough to pass up the mystery box, because, I mean, it could be anything. It could even be a boat, but we're going to go for Invader here. Take the beast that I know. And get it rolling. Oh, God. An 8-way match for advertising. Not a bad card to snag. See if we got any promises left over from the previous episode. Looks like we're good. So we just got to make sure not to book Oba and then get Tatum Paxley her match. Power cards in the store. We got a Hell Spa. We got a fixed match. I think I have a fixed match already. Hell Spa is a maybe, but let's go ahead and start throwing this together here. Okay, so let's get rolling with this lady's tag. Staminas are good, so we'll put the belts on the line. Probably throw a stipulation on that, but we'll see. The 8-way match... I do want to do it, but could get dicey on stamina. So I want to kind of fill out the card, and then we'll see how it looks in terms of doing that. I could always sign some local talent potentially to fill in, but just got to be mindful of the money there. Rhea Ripley, JC Jane makes sense. I'll probably be a title, we'll move it, but just going to throw stuff to the card for the immediate. I could go with this tag feud. Then we've got Jimmy Uso and Vikingo. And then this would be where we would potentially throw an 8-man match, but we don't have the bodies, so we'd have to... Let me just go like this to see what it would look like. If it was a men's match, you'd have Elton Prince. Went the wrong way. Doc Daddy. Kane, Tez, Kit, LA Knight, Aleister Black, and then a body if I didn't want it to be more expensive. So for a moment, we're going to put Braun Breaker there. Yeah, I don't think I want to mess that. Okay, so let's get rolling these invasions. I might pivot the card based on who's cutting promos. So we're going to go Canada with Seth.
Get him.
We're going to
Hear me out. She can't attack you with that card now, so you might as well just invade him.
Oh, I can attack him.
Wait, what? Then we're going to hit Woodsy.
Hit Woodsy again.
Then Kurt Angle's going to hit Canada.
Oh, not Kurt Angle.
Does he hit Canada a third time?
Then Becky. We have another 5 that could go. Because I want to put Becky in a match, but it could be just her debut as... And you know what? She left ECW, so she's got to go talk to women's.
Wow.
Which means Billy Gunn has to go talk to Canada.
True.
And then, just so people are caught off guard, Becky's going to go before Kurt. So they're going to be like, oh, here they go, fucking going after Canada again. And then she's be like, actually, fuck Woods. And then people are like, what? And then maybe that'll make that one go really good. Okay, so now that we've done that, I think I might go Fatal 4-Way there. So kind of where I'm at is if I wanted to like sign jobbers, I could funnel for the 8-man, but I don't know if I want to do it or not. Again, luckily, similar to what I said with Cheek, luckily it's not Turbo. So you get a little more time to think in this series than the Turbo series. But yeah, I think so. Let's see who's sitting there. One lady. I think it's worth popping a lady search, and then it's $1,000. Let's see what happens. So we got the ladies. Oh, I could get Canada's girl back in there. Get him feeling some type of way. You know what? Fuck it. Let's do. So, Bailey. Good to have you. Cora Cut's the only face out of the group, so she gets a spot. And then Misery made a Marisol on a wall. Just give me the same type of freak. I don't know what it is, but I'm seeing something freaky between those two.
Somebody better match my freak.
Then this becomes an 8-way with these ladies now in it. Then obviously we'll move this up the card. That becomes the main title on the line, and let's go Extreme Rules. And Hell in a Cell sounds great, but that's a little much. Which one of these do I think if this does better, definitely does better if I do tables. I hadn't been paying attention to my money, so I just panically looked up. Then we put the belt on the line, leave the belt there, that's fine. We get the card. Oba 2 weeks of rest. We didn't throw him in the promo. And then I got to kick Canada in the pills one more time. He does have Superstars GM. I've been wanting to use this for like 3 episodes now, but I keep forgetting to pay attention to where his roster is. He's got a lot of even face and a few frowny faces, so we're going to use our first of 2 sensational defeats, reduce morale of all superstars by 1 rank next week. I also wanted to wait to see how the trade session went in case he shipped off a lot of people. And so we're just going to swing now. There's never a perfect time. So, bang. And I think that's it. So with that, we're going to send it in 2.0. Good luck, Lindale.
All right. We're kicking this one off. And I mean, with unfinished business, it's Ilya Dragunov, it's Trick Williams. Trick Williams won a massive Hell in the Cell, but Dragunov, he refuses to let this one die that easily because these men right here, I mean, everybody on this card, if it's a singles match and it's not an intergender match, meaning it's the opener of the main event, they're looking to get that Intercontinental title. And why the Intercontinental title? Well, they don't want to go after Andre the Giant, which makes a lot of sense to me. So if I click on the page, we'll see what superstar is going in Extreme Rules, and that's Trick Williams, baby. He's gonna, you know what? He's gonna end this one by he's gonna kind of line up a chair to Ilya's face in the corner. He hits a trick shot right on that chair, right into Ilya's face, and he gets the 1, 2, 3 in this Extreme Rules match. And that's a 3.5-star match. Yeah, that was our level 4 feud, so that is not going anywhere, but that's okay. We're gonna steal 2,500 fans. Damian Priest sneaks in there, like a little creepy little bat, and he steals 2,500 fans. And our pills have been kicked. He came back grumpy, and I don't know why. We'll find out later. But the Secret Service, they've called out Blake Monroe and Kiana James, but Kiana James, she walked. So look who else kind of has similar black and white attire. It's Thea Hale, baby, and Thea Hale is ready to team with Blake Monroe. Blake Monroe is not even phased. She's like, I'll take anybody who wears a black and white attire. But you know who else wears black and white? The Secret Service. And they're trying to make a name for themselves and trying to, when the titles are back on the line, well, guess what? No names have been made because Blake Monroe is making a name for herself. Her and Thea Hale get this victory, a 2-star match. Kind of what we expected. No rivalry is going to pop off. But the Secret Service, they're kind of wondering what's going on wrong here. And we have Kevin Owens. He's going to head over to Mutiny, and he says, hey, you want to see a good show, you come over to NXT, because now we finally got off ECW. His time on ECW is done. And you don't want to go watch Mutiny. That shit sucks. So 4,500 fans said, you know what, you're right. And they're going to come over here. But then they said, you know what else is looking pretty interesting? 2.0. But I said, no, don't go there yet. You have to wait. Because you have to see Abracus Slam and Flex Mignon possibly beat the RCMP for the NXT tag titles. But at the RCMP, man, they've been biding their time to go for the titles. And what better time than when we traded Alpha Academy, we traded Austin Theory away. So the less tag teams than ever, and we have titles that are wide open. So who's going to take this one? Is it the local talent? Is the RCMP? And no, the RCMP, they stay composed, and they keep Flex Mignon out of the ring because the man that size got to come out. And somehow they keep, we're going to learn how, but they kept Abracus Slam's magic intact, and we're not able to see any magic happen this time. And you know what? We have new tag team champions, the RCMP, baby, and a new rivalry as well. Brooks Jensen comes out here and he says, do you guys remember WWE 2K25? He goes, there was a fire album put out by one Brooks Jensen. It was a caveman album. And he says, these 4,000 fans coming in with me, if we can get 50 likes on this video, that he will actually, Brooks Jensen will release his album on all streaming platforms. But he says you got to get 50 likes. So it's a big time hitting that button right there.
Better hit it.
Please.
Better hit it, man. Please. We see backstage, we see, you know, we remember that Carmen Petrovic, she crumpled up Brock Lesnar's poem and threw it in the garbage. And Brock Lesnar, you know, we see him backstage now holding that same poem. He's unwrinkled it, but it's still a crumbly piece of paper. And he looks pissed, but he also looks sad. He looks like a man who's been rejected by one Carmen Petrovic. So he demanded a match tonight, and the anonymous GM, he's not one to deny Brock Lesnar a match. So he said, go ahead, do whatever you want. And he's going up against Carmen Petrovic. And what he does is, he just doesn't, Carmen Petrovic gets in the ring, but he pushes her out of the ring. And every time Carmen gets back up onto the ring apron, he kind of just pushes her off. And he's like, he doesn't want to attack her because, you know, he's got that crush. So you just keep pushing her off, and the ref has no choice because she can't get back in the ring but to count to 10. So Brock Lesnar wins via countout, a 2.5-star match. We'll see where that goes. But the Hurricane comes down and he calls out, he says, every villain is gonna see a hero come through. He thought Dominic Mysterio was gonna be that hero. Dominic Mysterio? Mysterio? Anywho, he thought it was gonna be Dom, but Dirty Dom didn't have enough in the tank. And that's why, even though at Night of Champions, the Hurricane fell short, the Hurricane, he says, true heroes get up again and again and again. And Andre, your time is coming soon. And of course, Andre the Giant, he is not here tonight. He does not show up after PLEs. So, but that rivalry does grow because Hurricane made a statement and the crowd went absolutely bananas. But in the main event, it's a Falls Count Anywhere. We got Big E, we got Superstar Billy Graham, two other guys who've been battling for that Intercontinental Championship. And because obviously The Miz had a crazy showing at Night of Champions, go watch it. Great match. And he came out victorious. But these two men, they want to be the one to challenge The Miz in the future. So which one of them's got the fire here tonight? It's gonna be Big E, baby, because Big E gets Superstar Billy Graham over on our announce table right in front of us, boys. And he hits the big ending on the announce table. And that's gonna be it for Superstar Billy Graham. That's an easy 1, 2, 3, and a 3.5 star match. And we do grow that rivalry to level 3.
Okay, and now, speaking of growing rivalries, hopefully we can grow this rivalry to a level 4. Tank Ledger breaking apart from Hank right now. He's going solo against Pete Dunne. They're going to get this thing going with a ladder match that is free, courtesy of my Luscious Power-Up card this week. So here we go. Can Tank overcome? He can. He finally gets a big win over the Petesters, grows it to level 4. Hank is on his way to being an absolute legend. 2.5 stars to start the show. You love to see. And then Randy Orton says that's so good that it's bad. I'm bad. And then he turns heel and he says, wait till I see that little freak iguana Yeska in the ring tonight. You'll see what's bad. And then Ludwig Kaiser. He's back in the ring, back in action against the springy, bouncy Javon Evans. Back to renew their rivalry vows yet again. And then Ludwig Kaiser just proving he's too much, too seasoned, too experienced for Javon Evans, the young and upcoming superstar. But a 2.5 star match, and yet again, just like the first match, the rivalry grows, which we love to see. And then Penta says, you want to see me in the ring? Well, guess what? Too bad. You got to watch me cut this promo. And 4,500 fans are like, you know what? Good enough for us. We are sold. We love Penta. And if you love Penta, you probably won't love Mr. Iguana, because he's a little freak. But you know what? That little freak has worked his sweet cheeks down to the ring, and he is feeling Randy. Which Randy? We don't know. We got Randy Savage, Randy Orton. Hopefully one of them could start a feud, but my guess is one of them will start a feud with Mr. Iguana, because that's how we roll.
Imagine Iguana's first name's actually Randy also.
That's the new lore. And there you go. The Battle of the Randys does ensue as they're so preoccupied fighting each other. Yeska and Mr. Iguana come away with an easy dub. And so really, in a way, everybody wins. And you, the viewer, win, because there's a good close-up of Yeska, but unfortunately is right next to Mr. Iguana. 2.5 star match. That is the theme of this show, is just 2.5 stars. Very, very average, except for this training promo. Even though it says weak, it's anything but. We get 9 ring XP for Randy Orton Jr., folks. This is a beautiful, beautiful training promo. I love to see it. And then Hank says, you know what, Cash Suplex? You see what my boy Tank did to Pete Dunne? I'm about to do it to you. I don't care how big your juicy ass is. Because it's going down for the 1, 2, 3. And the rivalry grows, so we love to see it, even though it is just a 1-star match. Mostly because Cash Suplex sucks. But you know what? Who cares? We're still getting him in the ring. He's brought a lot of good to this brand. So we pay our respects. And speaking of paying respects, you bow down to your king. But unfortunately, our king isn't a man of many words. He didn't have much to declare tonight because, well, he only got 1 popularity. His mind, his focus is just not where it needs to be right now. He's low on popularity. He's just kind of meddling around with an average ring XP. Our king has lost his golden shine. Can he find it? Can he recover? Can he bounce back to take the throne of ECW the way we know that he can? Well, guess what, folks? We're going to find out, because he got double booked tonight, and he is going to be in this ladder match. And this is a fatal 4-way tag match, folks.
Yeah,
he's going to partner up with Joe Hendry, our men's champion. They're going to try to pilfer those titles away from Eric and Ivar, but Eric and Ivar have made a lot of enemies on the road to Joe Hendry and Triton. They have to go back through their old flames, the El Grande Americanos, and then Fraxium said, we want a piece of them too. So we threw them in there. We are ready to see the debut of Joe Hendry and Triton. Do they rise? No. Eric and Ivar are absolute beasts. And we do have the Fraxium rivalry with Eric and Ivar starts. That goes to level 1. The El Grande Americanos find beef with Joe Hendry and Triton. But sadly, we don't have new champs, which isn't super sad. But the saddest part is only a 2-star match. So alas, folks, the curve not where it needs to be, but your excitement level is through the roof until now.
Yeah, I was going to say, we're going to kill that excitement level because up next, folks, it's NXT Mutiny. And they're kicking it off with tag team action. Victoria taking a liking to Sol Ruca, so she's going to bring her in. Izzy Dame also bringing in a partner, though, with her as they rekindle the old rivalry. And it's going to be the newly acquired Charlotte Flair. And Sol Ruca and Victoria get it done. 2.5 stars. They begin a tag feud. But then Charlotte Flair, she says, you know what, Sol Ruca, I don't really like you that much. I would also like to fight you in a singles feud. And Sol Ruca's like, no thanks. Tag feud's good enough for me. So no feud begins. Then tag team action. Newly acquired Ivy Nile going to be teaming up with B-Fab to take on a very angry team in Wendy Chu and Nikita Lyons. And it is going to be B-Fab and Ivy Nile getting the 1.5 star victory. Tag feud begins there as well. And then Gunther says, I'm here to be dedicated to this ring. They kept putting me in garbage tables matches, not letting me fight the way a wrestler should fight. So I'm here on Mutiny, and I'm here to call out who I'm pretty sure is the world champion still, Cruz Del Toro. You thought you got rid of a giant Nomos, but you got a bigger giant to deal with than me. And so they begin a feud. And then Bayley, Jasmine Nix going back and forth. Jasmine Nix been talking a lot of trash about Bayley's partner, Precious Silver, and her consistent injuries. And tonight, Jasmine Nix gets the upset. She gets the victory over Bayley, building her momentum a little bit. 2.5 stars. Wherever he goes, level 3. And then Tama Tonga comes out to the ring, and he's like, hey, I just wanted to cut promo. I'm new here to NXT Mutiny. And then he does that little barking thing he does in his entrances. I can't do it as fast as he can. But he actually did it like I just did it right, and how he normally does it. So he doesn't get any fans. And then it's last man standing. It's Berto versus Eric Rowan. Berto says, hey, me and Angel, we want the tag titles. We know that Dexter Loomis is injured right now, but when he gets back, we want a shot. And as the match is going on, all of a sudden, Andre Chase runs in, just throwing up the U all over the damn place. And it distracts Berto so much that Eric Rowan gets the 2-star victory, but Berto going to start a feud with Andre Chase. And then Andre Chase offers a diploma to Berto. Berto declines it, and Andre Chase says, look, if you want to be a new member of Chase University, if you want to enroll today, there's no better way than supporting NXT Mutiny. And 2,500 fans give that support. And then the Mutiny X Championship vacated after Psycho Clown was traded to NXT 2.0. So Jacob Fatu, Lexus King, they're in a feud. It makes sense. Give him a shot at the titles. Can Lexus King finally win a match? He can. He's just been waiting for gold to be on the line. He might have lost his cool walking stick to Uncle Howdy, but now he's got something that's maybe even greater. The Mutiny X Championship, 3.5 stars. The rivalry goes to level 4. And then we head over to NXT 2.0, and Sensational Sherri is seething. She is pissed at her roster because they have lost first place. She says, by any means necessary, we have to get it right. I have learned that if we do really good Invasion promos, we can get even more fans than normal. Also, I sent over, I heard Damian Priest was coming in here. I sprayed him with a little bit of mist, and he's going to smell so shitty and terrible when he gets back in the locker room that I think it's going to hurt the morale of their roster, because that's how bad it's going to be. And everyone in the locker room's like, ooh, that's exciting. Let's put on a good show. So they're fired up. And they're going to kick it off. Tables action. Dragon Lee and AJ Styles, tag team champions, defending against the New Day. And cover athlete Kofi Kingston and the New Day get the gold back. 4 stars to kick off the show. their tag rivalry goes level 3, and then I'm going to come out to the ring and tell you all that you need to stop watching NXT and watch NXT 2.0. And Seth Rollins gets us 4,500 fans on the Invasion promo, and we learned when Canada had this shakeup and used it. We got kind of confused on how it worked, but there's also 4,000 fans that somehow get distributed extra as well. So we never really fully figured it out in the post-show recap, but we'll show the recap again and maybe figure it out slightly better or not at all. And then it's an 8-way match. This was done just to get us a power card. We got Bianca Belair, Fallon Henley, Meechin, and the newly acquired Becky Lynch. And then one-night signings with an opportunity to become legends. Marisol Noir, Misery Main, Cora Cut, and Canada's favorite, Bailey Bonesaw. And Becky Lynch comes in night 1, gets the win, 1.5 stars. We didn't expect much there, but okay, a lot of rivalry stuff happening. Okay, so the jobbers got rivalries with each other. So Bianca Belair starts a feud with Fallon Henley. Becky Lynch starts a feud with Meechin. Cora Cut, Marisol Noir, available in free agency. Bailey Bonesaw, Misery Main, available in free agency. Potential rivalry duos. And then I'm an ass man, Billy Gunn comes out to the ring and he says, you know what I heard? I heard that if you watch NXT, you don't get any ass. And then people are like, whoa, no, I get ass. I get tons of ass. I get laid all the gosh darn time. And so people start watching NXT 2.0 because they can't, not get ass. So 6,000 fans swing on the Billy Gunn Invasion promo. And then the women's tag titles on the line. Tatum Paxley wanted to really fight Tiffy Stratton, I should say. And then they're in a feud with Blissy Time. So it kind of works out really well. So Blissy Time defending against Jordan Grace, Tatum Paxley, a team, as of this recording, I still have not named. Shit, I'm going to have to start thinking of a name for the duo. It's not a crazy match. Only 2 stars. I thought I'd do a little bit better now. But I guess when I initially had in the opener, I had a stipulation on it. Moved it to the middle. Took the stipulation off. So I shouldn't be overly shocked there based on the popularities. But we've got new women's tag team champions and level 3 tag feud. And then Becky Lynch makes her way out to the ring. And she's like, you know what? I also want to say that actually, no. I'm not going to talk bad on NXT. I'm going to talk bad on NXT Mutiny. She starts talking about her problems while she was there. And then she gets 1,500 fans. People are like, it was kind of fun to shit on NXT. We didn't really want to shit on Woods right now. So she only gets 1,500. But good job, Bex. We're still proud of you. And then it's Jimmy Uso taking on El Hijo del Vikingo. Jimmy Uso, he's been trying to find his way after his brother got fired and sent into the black hole abyss. Jimmy Uso gets the win here tonight. 2.5 stars as rivalry with Vikingo. Goes to level 3 as he looks to continue to establish himself as a single star and prove that he is the biggest gem. And then Kurt Angle comes out to the ring and says, I'm going to tell you right now, there's nobody. I don't know why it sounded like Bret Hart there for half a second. That was crazy. But he comes out of the ring and he says, look, I fought for this country. I won these gold medals with a broken freaking neck. And you know what? If you don't start watching NXT 2.0, I'll break your neck too. And then, people are like, well, damn, dude, I'm trying to get laid. I don't want my neck broke. Seth Rollins keeps laughing at me real weird. Whatever. 4,500 fan swing. Excellent promo there from Kurt Angle. And then it's the main event. Rhea Ripley. She's been away. She wasn't injured, but the stamina was dangerously low. So we haven't got to see her in the ring too much. But Jason Jane's been talking her trash, been waiting for her opportunity. Tonight she gets that opportunity. Extreme Rules for the Women's Championship. Can Rhea Ripley hang on, or will we crown a new champion tonight? No. Rhea Ripley hangs on to the gold, but very well done, ladies. 4.5 stars to close the show, and the rivalry goes to level 4. So 4 of those rundowns on my side, 2.0. 4 stars in the opener. Dragon Lee and AJ Styles come up short to the New Day. Rivalry goes level 3. New Day, your new tag team champions. 8-way match is won by Becky Lynch. She starts a feud with Meechin. Bianca Belair and Fallon Henley start a feud. And then again, for the free agent pairings, Bailey Bonesaw and Misery Main will have a rivalry if you sign them both. Cora Cut and Marisol Noir will have a rivalry if you sign them both. Then Blissy Time comes up short. They lose their tag titles to Jordan Grace and Tatum Paxley. 2-star match. Rivalry up to level 3. 2.5 stars. Jimmy Uso goes to level 3 with Vikingo after the victory. And then the main event, 4.5 stars. Rhea Ripley takes down JC Jane, and their rivalry goes to level 4. Over on ECW, it's going to be Tank Ledger taking down Pete Dunne. 2.5 star ladder match. Rivalry up to level 4. Ludwig Kaiser takes down Javon Evans. 2.5 stars. Rivalry up to level 3. Then it's 2.5 stars. Mr. Iguana takes advantage of the Randys being distracted fighting each other to get the victory, and Randy Orton and Randy Savage start a feud. And then it is Hank Walker taking down Cash Suplex. 1-star match, but the rivalry now up to level 3. And in the main event, 2 stars. The War Raiders hang on to the tag titles. They start a feud with Fraxium. And then the Americanos start a feud with Joe Hendry and Triton. Then for NXT, Trick Williams going to get a 3.5-star victory over Ilya Dragunov. Then we Extreme Rules match there. Secret Harvest come up short against Blake Monroe and Thea Hale. 2 stars there. Tag titles, RCMP get the job done, taking down Flex Mignon and Abraca Slam. 2-star match. Rivalry begins. Brock Lesnar, 2.5 stars, gets the win over Carmen Petrovich. And then in the main event, Falls Count, where Big E, 3.5 stars, takes down superstar Billy Graham. Their rivalry up to level 3. And then the Hurricane with the call-out starts a feud with Andre the Giant. Finally for NXT Mutiny, Victoria and Sol Ruca, 2.5 stars over Charlotte Flair and Izzy Dame. They begin a tag feud. 1.5 stars, Ivy Nile and B-Fab over Wendy Chu and Nikita Lyons. They begin a tag feud. Jasmine Nix, 2.5 stars, takes down Bailey. Their rivalry goes to level 3. 2 stars, Eric Rowan over Berto in the last man standing match, but Andre Chase causes interference. So Berto and Chase begin a feud. And in the main event, rivalry goes to level 4. Lexus King, your new Mutiny X champion, in a 3.5-star victory over Jacob Pod. 2 for the callouts. Charlotte Flair fails on her call to Sol Ruca, and Gunther starts a feud with Cruz del Toro. So for Canada NXT, he's going to get a 102 rating score, 4,500 fans as we stole. See, that's where it's because the promo fan bonus, I assume it's the net of all of the invasions that happened, was you lost 4,000 there, and then the shakeup takes away the other 12.
Yeah.
So 4,500 fans for Canada, $9,600, and Brock Lesnar says, "Go home and cry to mommy, Carmen Petrovich. This is no place for little girls."
Wow. It's like it's like the bully when you like a girl and you just bully her.
Yeah, he's like, he just doesn't know how to open up his heart. And then Cheek going to get a 90 rating score. He's going to get 16,000 fans, $62,000. And Hacksaw said, decent enough promo by Triton tonight.
Huh.
And then
Triton's burner.
Damn, El Grande Americano. If only you could fight as well as you talk, Triton. All bark, no bite.
Ooh.
There's people just ripping on Triton on Soch. Then for Mutiny, they're going to get a 103 rating score. And yeah, you can see there. So 3,500 a net loss, then the 4,000 due to the shakeup. I don't think they had that as clear the last time it happened. Maybe they did, and we just weren't smart back then. It's possible. 14,000 fans, though, for Mutiny. $52,000. And apparently Becky made it. Oh, yeah, it's true. They are Invasion promos. You're actually just showing up at the other show. I kind of forget that. That's the whole point of Invasion. I was like, Becky made an unscripted appearance. Mutiny. I just told the fans that NXT 2.0 is what all the cool kids are watching. Something like that. Mildly entertaining, I guess. And then for NXT 2.0, we get a 109 rating score. We're going to get 56,000 fans, 14,000 for the base of the Invasion, and then 16,000 for the bonus. We get the tag chemistry on Jordan Grace, Tan Paxley. I thought we had that, but maybe we didn't. And then we lose 43,000 spending on those promos. Canada completes 5 challenges, getting his first trophy of the season, and gets the squash match power card for his commissioner goal this week, and gets Superstars GM2 for inspiring loyalty, which I think is the promises, keeping promises, and Beyond the Fight. I don't know what this one is offhand, but rock bottom prices coming Canada's way for that seasonal challenge. Then for me, I'm going to get bad advertising for my commissioner goal, and these are the standings. So with the big swing of the promos, I have now jumped back into first place. 38,000 fans. 38,000 fans. Am I saying the words right? I don't know. Ahead of Canada. Canada is 23,000 fans ahead of AI Woods, and Woods is 31,000 fans ahead of Cheek. And Cheek leads us off in Canada. Ooh. Home of the Oilers, baby. Go Oilers.
Dude,
yeah.
Love
in the first round.
Shout out to Edmonton. All right, Cash Suplex. Can't say he's been loving it. Honestly, he's got a 3-star or a level 3 feud with Hank, which we could. Oh, man. Expires at the end of this week. I might have to let old boy go. I'm going to talk figures. I'm going to lowball him See if he'll stay on board for that.
Boom.
He does, so we at least keep him around. All right, thanks for the rematch. Cool. All right, so Axiom is happy. El Grande Americano, happy. So there we go. We love that. All right, listen up. I don't like the direction things have been going for me. Being the good guy just isn't working for me. Dude, maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, he wants to be evil like he used to be.
Wow. I can't even do anything that's going to boost his morale. I can't fire him. So I'm just going to say that wasn't my plans. Ooh, all right. He gets a small increase. Let's go. All right. Am I taking crazy pills? I thought we agreed I wouldn't fight Dunn next. Oh, man, I forgot. Oh, well. He's still happy, so we take it. All right, here we go. If I schedule a run-in, I get a homecoming. All right, so we're scheduling a run-in this week. And everything is off the board. So here we go. I have 190 thou. A couple injury rehabs. I might nab one for 10k if that's going to help me get back Julius Creed a little bit sooner.
Ooh, he's available next episode.
Yeah, stick around. Alright. So without further ado, now we gotta look. So we gotta be careful though, because I'm not really gonna use my power-up card of free ladder matches and stuff, because it's just such a drain on the stamps. But what I want to do, yeah, Joe Hendry is gassed, so that feud's gonna sit out for a little bit. I'm gonna get Kira Tozawa and Otis in the mix. So Fraxium and Eric and Ivar, they have found their muses. They're going as one. So I need to find an appropriate tag team for these guys. So what I'm thinking is to potentially make a decent tag. So I need some heels. I need some heels, boy. Chad Gable could be one of those heels, but he's currently a champion too, though. Here's a heel for you. Bronson Reed. He's coming in handy, boys, because... Ooh, Tyler Bate, Bronson Reed. But they wouldn't have the chemistry.
Bronson Brait.
Crazy enough to work. I'm gonna try it, just see where it can go, and I just want to get some of those bodies in the ring that are a little bit high. Like, who needs a match this week? So Joaquin Wild, obviously. Rusev sold. Dang it. For the love. We should get Charlie Dempsey. Charlie Dempsey, Ray Phoenix. Actually, I'm going to try Ray Phoenix. Where's Chadwick? I feel like this could be something of interest there. So we're going to give that a whirl. I want to get some ladies involved.
I'll give you the heads up, Cheek, too. Not that you got to book it right now, but the fun fact is Ren Sinclair and Charlie Dempsey are actually a team in the game. So obviously it's intergender, so it'd be more expensive, but something you keep in your back pocket at some point is those two do team.
It actually is interesting to keep in the back pocket. Did not know that. All right. Good to know, good to know. And then we're going to, in efforts of our Stamina Crusade, we're going to get these three ladies involved in a match, and then it's a mix of stamina, but a mix of who's down in the dumps that could use a win. I want to see here. Actually, we're going to get Miles Bourne in the ring, and I think he is going to go up against Charlie Dempsey. I think that's a good starter for him. So we're going to do that. I want them moved up to the 2 slot. I don't know why. This is going to main for Sherzies. And we need, I think... We're going to bump up there. And... I almost don't want to use my freaking thing because it drains so much stamina. It's like, it's the one thing I'm trying to keep. So just a tough go for my shake-up card this session. I think we're gonna, let's Extreme Rules you, make sure the titles are on. Yeah. I think that's pretty decent. Now, we're going to need to get some call-outs going. The call-outs work because I want to save some stamina from some guys. So let's do... Randy Orton's going to call out Randy. We're going to have... do the tag team call-out. Have the Americanos call out Joe Hendry Triton. We're gonna have another tag team call out. I don't think I want just doing anything. I'm gonna take my chances with. I don't like that stamina though. I'm gonna take a shot in the dark, see if it sticks. I don't feel great about it, but it's where we're at. Want to make sure I have things where they need to be, and then I think I'm pretty good standing. With everything, max impact, keep and train, brother. I think that'll be decent. So I think that's a decent little card. Oh yeah, I do gotta have it run. Let's run in. Mr. Iguana doesn't have a feud. Let's see. Miles is good. I want to have a heel. Gosh. Let's have Bray Wyatt running on Miles Bourne. There we go. Alright. Don't mind that. Don't mind that. Anything else of substance? I don't think so. I think we're just gonna let things ride and fly this week. I might pop this email campaign. See if we can't get some assistance where assistance is needed, and a backstage crew. I'm gonna upgrade some logistics, boys. I need a shot in the arm. Yes, I know. That's what I love. So there we go. We had to do a little something special for going up north to Canada, up in the 6. Oh, 6 is Toronto though, so screw 6.
What's Edmonton? Is Edmonton like the 8, or do they just not get a number?
They don't get a number in there.
Okay. Well, I generally didn't know.
Wow.
All right, Tatum Paxley appreciates me carrying through on the promise. She gave us an easy one. You've seen the work I've been putting on, but I know I can do more for the brand. I'm ready to be in the main event match. I know the fans will be excited for it. So he's not in a feud, but he's got the stamina, so I think I could just either give him the main or sprinkle him into the main, so we'll do that. It's fine. Hey, boss, been talking a lot with Rollins lately. Yeah, this great idea. Oh, dude, Kurt Angle and Seth Rollins could be the broken freaking necks. That's in. We're doing that. All right, so we'll do that. We got 3 weeks to get them to make their tag team debut. And they love us, Sherri. Don't you think it's time to take it to the next step? Of course, talking about some better effects packages. Ooh, okay, so effects are... I should have checked if... within the next couple weeks, you know what? Screw it. Let's do it. I'm gonna bank on me not having to spend 100K for the next one. Damn it! It's 100K for the next one. All right, we took a shot there, so we either have to break his promise or spend that money. We'll figure it out. 3 stages of hell for squash match. Squash match, I think, is a fun card. I don't think it's worth 3 stages of hell price. So Obafemi needs to rest. Braun Breaker needs the main event. This week or next week, we have to get tier 3 effects. Kurt Angle wants to team with Seth Rollins. Okay. It's power cards. If we buy anything, we're not going to be able to do the logistics, so we'll kind of play by ear here. Okay, so let's start booking here. See if I have a men's feud that jumps out, and then we can sprinkle Braun Breaker into it. And the only men's singles feud we've got right now is Vikingo and Jimmy Uso. They got 2.5 last week. So let's see if I can build out a fatal 4-way. So we go Uso, we go Vikingo, we go Braun Breaker, and then we're looking for a good guy. Maybe we go Psycho Clown. He's got the big ring XP. LA Knight. No, it's Bruiser with the Surf US again. Braun is a fighter. Yeah, let's get... Where'd he go? There he is. Let's get Psycho Clown in there. We'll see if this works. We'll make it a ladder match for the sake of the boost on Braun Breaker. Hopefully that's good enough to main. And then we would have to either not have another stipulation or have be like tables, but we'll kind of navigate. Can you guys go? Can I go? Are we good here? Oh yeah, we're good here. So let's do Aleister Black and Kane versus the Street Profits. Let's get pretty deadly out there. Do we have Seth? No, Seth and Kurt aren't in a match yet, so let's do that. That's all heals, but we could
Heal it up.
we can bury this match. We are risking Seth, so maybe I wait another week. So risking both of them. So I'm gonna wait a week to do that. Let's see. Let's go Bex and Michin. And let's see. What can LA Knight get cooking up with somebody here?
Now, what's weird was when I got that shakeup card and used all four of the people that were in the promos got a 1-week injury, but it looks like that's possibly not a thing anymore.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because we've done other invasions too since then. I don't think it's happened.
Yeah, I don't think so.
So they must
Maybe
have.
they were like, they don't like that. People don't like that.
I feel like, too, this might just be a placebo effect. I feel like one of the updates, they made invasions more impactful, too.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like early on, we're like, oh, 500 fans. Oh, 1,000 fans. That's nice. Now, all of a sudden, they're a lot better.
4,500.
All right, sorry. I'm
5,000.
blindly scrolling around because I have so many people right at 40 stamina, which is still technically a risk. So that's why I've just been like a lost puppy here, just scrolling my roster the last minute or two. So I'm like, damn, like these people are technically at risk right now. Let's go Oba, and where the hell did he go? Elton Prince. So we've got pretty deadly in singles matches here just because it's what we can fit. Then I'm gonna, just so I can visualize it, I am gonna buy my effects here. I'm gonna buy it just so I can see where the money's at as I'm booking these promos. Because is there anything I can do other than, so I can do call outs and then obviously advertising. We can do a training. Okay, so let's advertise. Seth, need you to giggle and get us money. And then Kof, you don't have to giggle, but get us money. Then actually, this will help me remember next episode to actually book the match. Even though it's going to be heel the first match of the feud. if we get that rivalry started, it'll help me remember to book that next time. Then let's have the ass boy out here advertise. Okay, we can't also do a training, so we'll advertise again. Doc Daddy's in a match. Let's get Tiffy to advertise. Not as much popularity, but I just want to keep them on the card. It's kind of my thinking there. Then we have Stamina's in play here. So I'm thinking we make this a bit of a schmoz. Just for the sake of getting some folks on the card. So Zelina Vega, you're going to compete, and you are potentially going to get into a feud with Jordan Grace if it happens. I heard that ticker. Dude, my head snapped so crazy right there. Okay. So this needs to main because of the promise. Not expecting this to be the hottest show, but yeah, 3 stages of hell, we're skipping it. I didn't even pay attention. What match types did I get for this? Gauntlet limit. Ooh, and Inferno. What is Inferno's thing? I don't remember. I know we've looked at it before. Increased rivalry chance plus 50% injury chance for the loser. That's expensive. But
Yeah.
maximum quality boost, so it's not bad. It's just like, damn. Okay, so I think we're good there. Obviously, we're playing close to the budget right now, but we had a shakeup that we couldn't pass up, and then a miscalculation on a promise there. I took a risk that didn't pay off. Everything is tier 1 for the other stuff, but effects was the one that wasn't. So, all right, I think we're good. This obviously isn't going to be a top flight show, but hopefully we can get 3 stars of both the opener and the main, and the middle is decent enough. I know Canada doesn't really, he's not big on Edmonton, so I didn't want to put on too good of a show in Edmonton.
That's true. That's fair. And here we go in Edmonton. Ugh. Time to see this power card hit. Where is, oh, I hit start, not A. Oh, okay, Timber. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Go, go, go.
Every single person is going to get upset, and that's what it is. It pissed off.
Make sure to check out our rankings videos of GMs, where we rank all the GMs and their power cards. This was my top ranked one.
Okay, here we
See
go.
if it works out or not.
Here we go. Here we go. Lex Mignon is upset. Brooks Jensen about to walk because he didn't get 50 likes on the video, and okay, we're not gonna do it. We can't, because I feel like when this was bound to happen, I was kind of ready. Although, and it'd be sad to miss that level 3 feud if he does walk. For just a normal, not even red face, bro. Come on. But anyways, if he does walk, we're gonna have to reallocate some funds. But let's go. Make that the last. Sheamus, oh, you're not even ready. You are ready. Okay. Sheamus wants the main event, and I'm gonna put both of them in the next main event because I gotta get them happy somehow. Jeez. And he wants better special effects packaging. Oh god. Let's tell him. Sure. And I'll probably have to owe 100K to that. And here comes Brooks. We're not doing it. We're not paying 100K. Although, if he had honestly more ring XP, if he was worth 100K, I mean, that feud might be worth 100K. And that album's worth 100K. Oh, goodbye then. Damn it. Okay, see, we got a lot more money though. And if we are resting them, we're gonna get Hell Spa 3. Okay. Let's go book this main event, and then we'll worry about things later. We're gonna do triple threat because apparently Sheamus wants to smoke. I said nobody wants to smoke. Sheamus heard me and said I want to smoke. So we're gonna put in Hurricane. We're gonna put in Andre, and we potentially might make it for the world title because Andre's not scared. He ain't scared of nothing. And I do have to 100K. So good thing I didn't pay Brooks, honestly. So what we're gonna do, I think we're gonna see where everything lies first. Who we got? Dom can kind of come back. Oh, geez. What I got to do first is we got to use at least some of these pack guides. Let's use Superstar GM 1. We're going to use this one. And I think we're going to use this one on... What I got to do is I got to save this feud. So I'm going to use this one on Big E. And we're going to use this one on Superstar Billy Graham. Because the thing about Superstar Billy Graham, if I'm not mistaken, if he walks, he ain't giving us that much money back.
Yeah.
So he's kind of real important to this roster right now. Whereas somebody like Brooks, as important as he was, he's going to give us some money back. So we still got to see what we can do this week. We're not putting in our tag champs. That just means Natalya gets the night off. Although, shit, she might walk next week. We'll worry about that later. So what I think I'm going to do is we're going to put in... Carmen needs a win, so we're going to do Carmen versus Brock Lesnar. I think I'm going to put her in against somebody like Aber right now, but we might go find a woman jobber so we don't spend $5,000 on that match. Spend $5,000 on the woman jobber. And of course, Stephanie McMahon Helmsley still for 10 damn weeks. These are brutal. I'm surprised they're not even going to just walk all over me right now. Okay, Julia definitely needs to be in a match. And she's going to go up against... Was she a fighter or a bruiser? She's a bruiser. She's going to go up against... All the women are up here. I'd say that's probably my best bet. Unless we change Jada Parker. Which is not a bad idea. Jada. She's back. She's back. She's gonna be a good girl. And then what we're gonna do... Natalya might actually walk. It's gonna suck. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Another bruiser. Do I have a fighter? I do CM Punk. Okay, well actually... That'll work out just fine. Because we're gonna have... Where is he? Where the hell did he just go? My boy. There he is. He's going to call out CM Punk. We're going to get that going. And I think we might... I might just save that because we might have to bury that lead anyways because... I forgot, we got to invade. Invading is what we need to do.
Fight back. Let's go. Get his ass.
Get his ass.
My ass.
I mean, it's what we have to do, I think, just to get back in there. Pat's gonna double duty tonight, I think. And I think the last person is gonna cut it. But yeah. Okay. We are still gonna call out CM Punk, I think. Or that could be another invasion promo. How much are they when they're $62.50? That's not bad at all.
No, because they're normally
75% off.
25,000.
Yeah. We said he's doubling up tonight, Pat. So Pat and Omos gonna go at it, and I think they're gonna go at it in something like, let's say, I'll say a Hell in a Cell match. Let's put that in, see what happens. And then if I'm trying to start a new feud, I mean, JC Mateo, oh brother. What I'm gonna do, one of those things where you not Prunk. As much as I want Prunk, we need to get these two boys a win, a W, if you will. So we're gonna throw them in. And for right now, I guess we'll just mix up this team too. We'll go Timber and Flex. They're gonna take the L. We're gonna, I think we'll just run this. Maybe as Extreme Rules. I mean, everybody kind of needs a break. Maybe I just keep it normal. Keep the title on the line. And that'll be enough to make this decent. Okay, I'm just going to make this a triple threat, actually. Then we're going to throw in Io Sky. We're going to make it... Oh, Io is our world champion. We're gonna make it for Jada Parker's. Maybe not Io then. Do I have another? Yeah, we'll do Thea Hale. Boom. And then I am gonna go get a quick jobber. Got 4 minutes, and it looks like Carmen is a cruiser. So actually, if she was a giant, she is perfect. We're gonna sign her for, let's do 3 weeks in case something pops. Then we'll discuss. Where is she? Karen compactor. I want to compact some Karens. There we go.
Same.
Hell yeah, brother. Okay, we're moving. We're grooving. You can only use these once, I think.
Appreciate you putting on a great show for Edmonton.
Hell yeah, brother. Edmonton, they deserve it after playoffs. So, I'm going to get that. 3 minutes left. What else? I'm going to buy a fixed match because we need them. And then I think I'm okay for tonight. I was going to possibly dip into the free agency, but I think we put together a half decent card here. Hell in a Cell, a title match. Maybe I throw that one right in the middle. The squash match, another squash match. So those 2 matches are going to stink. But we do got a lot of invasions, and the main event's pretty decent. So I'll save this for another week, and let's send this one. Ooh. Oh, shit. Thea Hale wants to switch.
That's too bad.
I can't not switch. So you're gonna have to wait Kevin Owens.
Oh.
We gotta switch, and I gotta make sure it was roll and not class. Roll switch, which doesn't help this because now it's gonna be 3 god dang heels in it. Dang it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put in. I guess we're gonna put in Blake Monroe. She's been put in.
Let's make the promo, the last promo.
No. We need it. I need it. Okay, here we go. I think. Yeah. Nothing really changed except for Blake going in this match instead of Thea Hale. We're gonna have to do some other swaps because all I have is heel women. So I think it's a pretty decent show for Edmonton. Shout out Connor McDavid.
Shout out to the GOAT, Connor McDavid. And shout out to the GOAT, Otis. He is finally getting in, and he's getting to use some of this stamina. So here it is out, Otis making their debut on ECW, and same as Bronson Reed. So he's going to get into the ring. He's going to pair with Tyler Bate. So here we go. Damn it. 2-star match. We do start a feud. Big win, big debut for Bronson Reed. Tyler Bate, nice to see him back in the ring as well. They come away with a big victory. And then Randy calling out Randy. Randy doesn't like it, but the other Randy loves it. And you know what? That's good enough for me to get this rivalry to level 2. And then Randy Jr. Miles Bourne, he's going to go up against Charlie Dempsey, also making his debut on ECW. But Bray Wyatt's going to run in and assist Charlie Dempsey. And a rivalry is going to be born with Bray Wyatt and Miles Bourne. So that worked out well. And Charlie Dempsey gets the big W. And then the El Grande Americanos, they got beef with Triton and Joe Hendry. And that is a little hard to read, but we know that that rivalry grew to a level 2. So the call out works there. And then Rusev and Joaquin Wilde, they're going to get back into the ring, shake the dust off, the cobwebs off. They're back in the ring. Rusev, well rested, defeats Joaquin Wilde rather easily, rather disappointing. But you know what? That's okay because we're just happy that these guys are back in action. And you know what? Dang. It was a calculated risk, but it was a swing and a miss. I needed to give Fraxium the week off. They were a little tired from their stam issues, but Eric and Ivar are not the best on the mics. They're not too big of talkers, as you can probably guess. And the promo was good, but not good enough to get that rivalry juiced up the way we needed it. So unfortunately, we fall there. But that's okay, because where they fall, others will rise. That is where Ren Sinclair, Lyra Valkyria, and Zoe Stark will pick up the slack for us. Surely, Zoe Stark comes away with a win. They get a 1.5-star match as Zoe Stark and Ren Sinclair start a new rivalry. And then Max Impact. Again, another person making their debut on ECW. And he has, this promo apparently had some Max Impact because the Ring XP goes up by 5, so we're trying to get him to where he could be the superstar that he is always destined to be. And then finally, Chad Gable putting that strap on the line. He's going to risk it all against Rey Fenix, who has been an absolute sensation when he's been in the ring. He's breaking away from his tag partner, Mr. Iguana. He's going to where things are going to get extreme. The rules are extreme, this match is extreme, and he has an extremely good opponent in Chad Gable, who's not ready to give up that belt just yet. In a 3-star finale as Chad keeps his gold and Rey Fenix leaves to plot again for another day to try to steal it away.
Then we head over to NXT 2.0. The last episode, Sensational Sherri was plotting. And then she used all her plotting last episode and wasn't really sure what the hell to do this episode. And so she put this together and said, good luck, everybody. And so the show kicks off. Kane and Aleister Black. Aleister Black's been trying to teach Kane the way, the life, the profit that he could gain. And then they got to deal with the Street Profits in this tag team match, kicking off the show with that tag team feud. The Street Profits, they're a well-oiled machine tonight. 2.5 stars. Aleister Black and Kane not quite there yet. Tez and Doc Daddy get it done. Rivalry goes level 3. And then Seth Rollins comes out, and the Broken Freaking Necks make their debut as a tag team. They call out Pretty Deadly because they just don't like the cut of their jib, man. And Pretty Deadly wasn't a fan of that. They said, our jib cut's great. And so a feud begins between those two evil teams. Which one of them will turn good? Watch next episode and find out. Unless I forget to do the turn, at which point they all stay evil. And then AJ Styles makes his way out to the ring. It was like, hey, you know what? I think Seth Rollins and Kurt Angle, maybe they had a point. And then Kit Wilson said, toxic, toxic, toxic. And just started screaming at AJ about how toxic he is. And AJ got really thrown off by that, left the ring, and Kit Wilson wins by countout. And then Kofi Kingston comes out to the ring and says, I know we got to raise some money because my boy Xavier Woods wanted some new effects on this show. But check this out. And then Kofi does like some dancing in the ring, but then there's really cool effects that happen on the screen. So 17,500 come his way, but he does lose for popularity. And then it's a 6-pack challenge. Becky Lynch and Meechin have a feud. They were on the card, and I was like, wait, we should get Bianca Fallon Henley on the card. And I was like, wait, we've got a lot of salmon in the women's division. Let's go ahead and use it tonight, see what happens. So Fallon Henley and Bianca Belair's feud gets put on the show. And then Zelina Vega, Jordan Grace, they don't have a feud, but maybe one starts tonight. And in the 6-pack challenge, it's going to be Meechin getting the win that I wish she would have gotten back at Night of Champions. But it's 2.5-star victory, and her rivalry with Becky Lynch goes up to level 2, which is pretty cool. And then I'm an ass man. Wow, wow. Billy Gunn comes out to the ring, and he doesn't even have to say anything, brother. He just starts shaking that luscious ass, and people just start throwing cash. One guy comes to the ring. He tries to slide his credit card between his cheeks, and he says, you never do that. And that guy got really embarrassed that Billy Gunn smacked him and made fun of him in front of everybody. So he does lose that fan, but worth it for 15,500. And then Obafemi, look, he knows the pressure's on. He knows that there were rumors out there that he was going to be traded from the brand. So we're going to see, does that get in his head? Does he lose who he is, or can he focus up, take down Elton Prince? At least tonight, he was able to focus up. I mean, he beats the hell out of Elton Prince. 1.5 star, nothing crazy on the match, but we'll see if Obafemi can unlock his full potential after the rumors were swirling. And then Tiffy time. says, look, I might not be able to get as much money, but I know none of y'all are going to leave me. And she was right. No fans depart the fanhood of Tiffany Stratton. We get $82.50 in the bank account for it. And then main event, Braun Breaker wanted a main event match. And so sprinkled him in with Jimmy Uso and El Hijo del Vikingo. And then all of a sudden, Psycho Clown's music plays. He actually could have been here last week, but it didn't happen. And Psycho Clown just throws everybody off their game. And he gets the win. But after the match, Braun Breaker shoves him. And he's like, this is supposed to be my night. This is supposed to be my moment, my main event. You came in here and ruined it. And then Psycho Clown just looked down and went, nah. And then Braun Breaker was kind of startled, taken back. And the Psycho Clown ripped off his first mask with the bloody underneath mask. Braun Breaker a bit startled, but a feud begins between those two. The feud between Uso and Vikingo does not move, but 3.5 stars in the main event. All things considered, we'll take it.
Hell yeah. Oh, you.
And then we head over to Mutiny, where we've got to just take the time to go through the show, unfortunately. And in the opener, Lexus King, he became the Mutiny X champion last week. But this week, he's not defending it. And then the world title's on the line in the main event, so I'm not sure if they got a stripped power card or if somebody got released, but it is what it is. And in the opener, it is going to be Lexus King building off his momentum from last week's victory with a 3.5 star win. And Charlotte Flair said, Sol Ruka, you son of a bitch, fight me. And Sol Ruka was like, whoa, if you're saying I'm a son of a bitch, that means you're saying my mama or my dada is a bitch. And she's like, you don't talk about my parents like that. And she said, your dad is a bitch. And then they started, fighting off that. So feud begins there. Then Andre Chase interfered in Berto's last man standing match. And it's a ladder match tonight. Oh, and Andre Chase is going to get the win in that 2-star ladder match. I was trying to buy myself time to think about what might have been above the ring, and I didn't really think of anything worthwhile. So it's just 2-star win, and Andre Chase gets an empty briefcase, which kind of bummed him out a little bit. But the rivalry goes level 2. And then Gunther continues to call out Cruz del Toro and is like, apparently you're not the world champion, but I'm going to give you an ass beating worthy of a champion. And so the rivalry goes to level 2. And then it's Angel versus Eric Rowan. And Eric Rowan comes out to the ring and he's like, all right, just going to have a nice match. Nobody going to interrupt it like last week's match. And then, oh my God, it's Johnny Gargano. Everyone just loves helping Eric Rowan. Johnny Gargano runs in, distracts Angel, but Angel doesn't start a feud. But Eric Rowan for the second straight week benefits from the run-in of a stranger. But I guess it makes sense because he's literally holding a mallet that says help on it, and people are misinterpreting what that means. And Tama Tonga said, let me try this one more time. And that's all he said. And they dropped the mic. 3 people were like, yeah, we just need to make sure that you were here and that you wanted this. And he does it bark, but he does it the right way, not my way. And he gets 3 fans. The tag team action of this tag feud started on the last episode. It continues on this episode of NXT Community. It's going to be Wendy Chu and Nikita Lyons taking on B-Fab and Ivy Nile. And I know Chu Lion gets the win. That was a terrible joke, but I regret nothing. 2.5 stars. They get the victory over Ivy Nile and B-Fab. The tag rivalry goes to level 2. And then Andre Chase says, look, I'm going to come out here, cut a charity promo because the briefcase was empty earlier, and I feel like we got to do something. So let's fill that thing up with applications. Let's get more fans to the show. And he gets 2,000 fans in the process. Then the main event, the Mutiny World title is on the line in a ladder match. Tala Tonga taking on Uncle Howdy. Uncle Howdy, he's got the whole world in his hands, man. He uses Lexus King's walking stick to get the title loose from the clutches of the chain high above the ring, around his waist. 4 stars, new world champion Uncle Howdy. The rivalry goes to level 3.
Then over to NXT, we're starting this one with Pat McAfee coming back to the show, but when he entered the doors, behind him walked Omos. You cannot escape Omos. You cannot escape the Homo sapiens. And so Pat McAfee, as he was walking, Omos grabbed him by the head and carried him to the ring, and he points up into the rafters, and of course there's a big giant red hell in a cell lowering down, and he says, you and me there now. And Pat McAfee, he doesn't really have a choice because this is NXT run by the anonymous GM, which is run by the superstars. So Omos tosses his ass in the ring and then stomps all over him, climbs up, literally with holding Pat McAfee's head. He climbs up with one arm, climbs to the top of this Hell in a Cell, puts Pat McAfee through the top, jumps down, and then pins him. Easy peasy. We have Dominic Mysterio going over and says, he sneaks in there and he's just handing out flyers to fans. He's kind of like blending in, pretending he's a fan of NXT 2.0, but nobody's a fan of NXT 2.0. And 3,500 people are like, that's a cool flyer, and they decided to come on over. And then Carmen, she's been looking for a big W. She's been getting beat up by Brock Lesnar. So as she comes out, Brock Lesnar actually, his music hits, and he comes out and he's just watching ringside. He kind of has both elbows on the ring apron with his his hand in his fist, and he's just looking onwards. And if he could, he'd be kicking his feet as well. But Carmen, she's going to go up against local talent Karen Kapactor, and she's going to get the big old W. She's been losing a lot to Brock, so getting a win under her belt is going to be good. It's a 1.5-star match, but we're okay with that. Thea Hale, she wanted to be a bad girl this week. We said, okay, go ahead, be a bad girl. You might have to switch back immediately after, but we'll give you 1 week of what you want. You know what happened? It actually ruined her chances at a title, but it actually gave Blake Monroe, she's been winning PLE cross-branded matches. She's been winning tag matches with people that aren't even her tag partner, just randomly thrown together. Can she come out here tonight and win the Divas Championship from Jada Parker? No, that's Julia. She's going to come in here and said, I've actually have been losing a lot as well. And I've come over from a new brand. She deserves a championship, and by golly, she got one. 2-star match, but Jada Parker and Blake Monroe, because I guess I'm gonna say Blake Monroe got the pin, and Jada Parker wasn't too happy about that. Blake Monroe got pinned, of course, so that's gonna start the rivalry because Jada Parker doesn't like losing her title. And then Pat McAfee says, let's go. I just got my ass kicked from Omos. And he's showing everybody like cell phone footage of what happened earlier tonight in the Hell in a Cell match. And he's got a big gash above his right eye. And fans are like, yo, NXT Original is sick. And they leave NXT 2.0. And then we had to get these two boys a win. Hopefully Damian Priest. He came back smelling like an old boot. And when he went over to NXT 2.0, got misted with something, and it really has shaken up this locker room. It's all been Damian Priest's fault. And JC Mateo says, you stink to high hell, but you know what? I'm going to tag with you tonight because we do need a win. And local talent Timber and Flex Mignon, can they defy the odds here tonight and beat some talent? No. It's going to be stinky Damian Priest and JC Mateo, Shorter Tonga going, and it's going to start a rivalry, but that's just not going to happen. It's a 1-star match, but we did what we had to do because superstar Billy Graham's also going to go over. They got 6,000 fans. I don't even know what he's going to do. He just takes off his headband, throws it into the crowd, and 6,000 people start fighting over that headband. And they're like, man, if that's what happens over a headband, we're going to go check out NXT Original. 6,000 fans just do just that. Sheamus heard me last week. I said nobody on the roster except for the Hurricane wants to take on Andre the Giant, and he barges in to his locker room to send the anonymous GM a text message because the anonymous GM is not here. And he says, I want to be in the main event. I want to take on Andre the Giant. But of course, the Hurricane has placed dibs on going after Andre the Giant. So the anonymous GM says, screw it. All three of you in a title match tonight. Can he overcome the odds? Or is the Hurricane gonna swoop in? And that is exactly what happens when a hero takes advantage, because the Hurricane kept on dropping. They kind of teamed up with Sheamus. They kept on dropping Andre out of the match. And although Andre the Giant with his eye there, his picture over there on the left, his eye, you couldn't see, he was rubbing his eye. And it just kind of turned into Sheamus versus the Hurricane. And Sheamus is an easier foe to take down than the Hurricane. So the Hurricane easily hits a Shining Wizard on Sheamus and is our new NXT World Champion. But how is Andre going to take not being pinned for this one?
All right, and then our rundowns here. In NXT 2.0, the opener, 2.5 stars. It's going to be the Street Profits take down Aleister Black and Kane. Rivalry goes level 3. 2 stars, Kit Wilson defeats AJ Styles. 6-pack challenge, Michin gets a victory over Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair, Fallon Henley, Zelina Vega, and Jordan Grace. Michin and Becky Lynch have their feud go to level 2. Obafemi, 1.5 stars, defeats Elton Prince. They begin a feud, and in the main event, 3.5 stars, Psycho Clown winning the ladder match over Braun Breaker, El Hijo del Vikingo, and Jimmy Uso. Psycho Clown and Braun Breaker start a feud. Then on the tag team call out, the Broken Freaking Necks call out Pretty Deadly, and they begin a feud on ECW. 2 stars, Bronson and Bate take down the Alpha Academy, and they begin a feud. 1 star, Charlie Dempsey takes down Miles Bourne with the help of Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt and Miles Bourne start a feud. Rusev, 1.5 stars over Joaquin Wilde. Their rivalry goes to level 2. Triple threat action, Zoe Stark getting the victory over Lyra Valkyria and Ren Sinclair. Ren Sinclair and Zoe Stark begin a feud. In the main event, Extreme Rules, 3 stars, Chad Gable hangs on to the television title over Ray Phoenix. They start a feud. Tag team callouts. War Raiders fail to move the feud with Fraxium, but the Americanos successfully move the feud with Joe Henry and Triton, and Randy and Randy go to a 2-level Randy. Then over on NXT, 3 stars, Omos in the Hell in a Cell match takes down Pat McAfee. Carmen Petrovic gets the victory over Karen Compactor, 1.5 stars. New Divas champion Julia getting the win over former champion Jada Parker and Blake Monroe in a triple threat match. Jada Parker and Blake Monroe begin a feud. Damian Priest and JC Mateo take down Tim Burr and Flex Mignon in a 1-star tag. Tag rivalry begins that Canada was really excited to pursue for a really, really long time. And in the main event, 4 stars, the Hurricane, your new world champion, taking down Andre the Giant and Sheamus. Andre and the Hurricane have their rivalry go to level 2. Then finally for NXT Mutiny, 3.5 stars, Lexus King takes down Jacob Fatu. Ladder match, 2 stars, Andre Chase over Berto. Their rivalry goes to level 2. 2.5 stars, Eric Rowan defeats Angel with a run-in from Johnny Gargano. Then we've got 2.5 stars, Wendy Chu and Nikita Lyons take down B-Fab and Ivy Nile. Rivalry goes to level 2 there. And in the main event, 4 stars, rivalry up to level 3 as Uncle Howdy takes down Talatonga to become the Mutiny World Champion. Callouts, Gunther calls out Cruz del Toro for level 2, and Charlotte Flair successfully starts feud with Sol Ruca. For ECW, Cheeks going to get a 91. Rating score going to get 12,000 fans. He is going to get $54,000. Oh yeah, Randy Orton sure spends more time running his mouth than fighting in the ring, yeah. So big words there from Randy to Randy. Over at NXT 2.0, we're going to get a 105 rating score. We're going to get 9,000 fans. We're going to get $107,000. And Seth Rollins says, "Not where Kit Wilson, but you're going to need to step it up against me." For a split second, I was like, Kit Wilson fought AJ Styles, and I remember we did a tag team call, so that makes sense. Then over on NXT Mutiny, AI Woods, he's going to get a 106 rating score. 26,000 fans, $46,000. And Badass Unprettier in the ring says, "Yo, Wendy Chu winning a match? Losing streak's over." Can't believe it. And then finally, for Canada NXT, going to get a 96 rating score. Going to get 28,000 fans. Going to get $10,000. And Brock Lesnar, he continues to just be a mean little bully, hiding his true feelings. Another win, another fluke for Carmen Petrovic, keeping their career alive with that luck. Cheek.
Boom.
Gonna get a homecoming card. Make sure you're in for the next episode because homecoming is always a juicy one. We'll have to see what Cheek stirs up with that. For Canada, gonna grab a Hell Spa 3 for his commissioner goal. And these are the standings as we wrap up this episode. I'm currently in first, 20,000 fans ahead of Canada, who is 24,000 fans of AI Woods, who is 45,000 fans ahead of Cheek. I'll give my wrapping thoughts here first. We came into this episode thinking that I wanted to take a swing soon. Again, with the Sensational Sherri card, I've been sitting on for a bit. The first time I wanted to use it, I realized I didn't pay attention while Canada was booking, so I didn't know what his morale was like, so I didn't use it. Then the next time I wanted to use it, I was like, well, the PLE is about to happen, so he's not going to have to book as many people. Maybe it would have been good, maybe it would have been bad. And then I was like, well, maybe I'll use it at the PLE. And then I was like, wait, it's going to be a trade session. He could just trade away everybody with bad morale. So finally, this episode ended up being the one that I decided to pull the trigger, see what we could do. Plus, I knew Canada had multiple Superstar GMs card. The longer I wait to use it, the more likely he is to stock those cards up. So we took the swing, knowing that he also has cheap invasion promos he's going to be able to do all month long. We were able to couple it with the our shakeup card with being able to get extra value out of invasion promos for one night. felt like the combo of it was needed because I know I'm going to be losing a lot of fans as the month goes. Canada already halfway cut into the lead I built off the first week. So it's going to be a lot of jockeying in the next couple episodes. Canada, I go to you next. You lose your lead. You do get hit with the morale, but you do have a shakeup right now that has immediately allowed you to cut back in. And as always, it's tough to lose people, but in the case of someone walking out, you do get some money back.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's what we're doing right now. We're kind of treading water, and we're going to kind of see how we're going to maneuver these obstacles in our way. I mean, morale's now a huge issue because we have a stinky ass Damian Priest on our roster. Stacy Keebler's smiling over at me, and I don't like her smile. I don't like the way she's looking at me. It scares me a little bit. So we might have to navigate that as well. And then, of course, we got a lot of money right now too, because I don't know what's going to happen to this roster. So I'm going to kind of try to collect money as best I can. Brooks Jensen, that level 3 feud was, as much as I love Brooks, and by the way, I will still honor his request that if this video gets 50 likes, it'll be on Spotify. The Sound of Ooga Booga will be on Spotify, his rap album. So you gotta like this video if you want to get that on all streaming platforms, and at least that's what he's gonna go off and do for the next few weeks, and we'll see if anybody else joins him. But for right now, we got some money, and we're gonna eventually be diving into that free agency pool.
And then Cheek, high potential that you'll be diving into the free agency pool next episode. As you have a homecoming card. Obviously, it depends on the show you're booking. You might need to use your money for the show. But if your money's in a spot, you have the opportunity to do the classic move of sign a level 20 or a level 25 for a week, send them away for 2, and you get a big stud. So a big gain right there for you at the end of this episode.
Yeah, it is. It's something I desperately needed. Gives me another body, but gives me another high-value body. I felt like we had a great trade session this time around. I was able to get Randy Orton and a great tag team duo with Akira and Godus. And so I don't know, and I upgraded some logistics this episode as well. So I'm starting to make little baby steps forward. I need to make some bigger swings and take some bigger swings, though. I need to start divulging some of these power-up cards strategically and start really hitting you guys where it counts and doing more things to get more fans each show and just try to stop the bleeding. But I think overall, though, a very positive episode for me. A lot of things to be pleased with going forward.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be an electric next episode, the next PLE. Again, a lot of stuff's going to be firing off. We're seeing it right now. The competitive balance is right there. Everyone's right into the thick of this thing, and you should be in the thick of every single one of these videos. So, again, take a look. If you're watching these, if you're not subscribing just makes it easier for you to get the next video and see all our other amazing content on this channel as well that sometimes gets missed. We have a ton of fun over here. We hope you get dialed in for it. Not only this series, all other series, and all other videos in the future. But until that next video, wherever it may be, love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Toodles.